Talk to me,
Welcome to Purpose Wednesday. I'm Coach Latasha S. Morgan, and I'm here to help you unlock your true potential.
Hello there, and welcome to Purpose Wednesday. I'm Latasha Morgan, certified Christian life coach, certified professional life coach, board certified master Christian mental health coach, and a whole lot of other goodies, y'all. I've had an amazing day, and I pray that you have had an amazing day as well. I also pray that every day to come is even greater and more amazing than the one before. We are here again for another Purpose Wednesday, and I'm glad to be here with you. Our title for tonight is Why God Won't Explain This Season. The theme is confirmed, not delayed, walking in obedience, not excuses. We're going to be talking about Job tonight, and that's our biblical client for tonight. Are you one of those people that's like me? When God says something, you want to have clarity. You want to have an explanation because you want to be comfortable and feel safe doing it. So before we go any farther, let's define this clearly so we don't mislabel the season we're in. Clarity means clear instruction, knowing what God said to do. Comfort means emotional ease, feeling safe doing it. And God will give you clarity without giving you comfort. So when you say, God, I need clarity, many times what you mean is, I don't feel comfortable moving yet. And that's where delay disguises itself. Now, Job, let's talk about Job. Job was not just suffering, he was disoriented. Let's profile his condition. He lost wealth, he lost children, he lost health, he lost social support. His wife and friends misunderstood him. This was layered trauma, financial collapse, grief, physical pain, relational breakthrough. And here's what makes it heavier. Job had no information, no warning, no explanation, no timeline. So what does he do? He begins to search for meaning. Job 3 says he curses the day he was born. In Job 13, verse 3, he says, I desire to reason with God. Job 31:35, he says, let the Almighty answer me. The Hebrew word for answer is anah, to respond, to give account. Job is essentially saying, God, explain yourself. But when God finally speaks in Job 38, verse 1, he answers out of the whirlwind. And this word is Sarah in Hebrew, storm, overwhelming force. And instead of explaining, God asks questions. Where were you when I laid the foundations of the earth? In other words, God does not give Job information. He gives Job revelation of his nature. And this is very, very critical. Job's issue was not lack of data. It was the limitation of human perspective. So let's diagnose Job correctly. Job was righteous in Job chapter 1, verse 1. Job was obedient. He was not being punished, but Job struggled with one thing. He believed suffering should be explainable. And when it wasn't, he started trying to pull God into human logic, and God refused. He did. But let's bring this into alignment into 2026. Some of you are not in a Job season of confusion. You're in an Abraham season of instruction. And this applies to me too. But you're responding like Job, asking why instead of moving. Let me give you the Hebrew word again, shama, to hear and act. So if God already spoke and you're still asking for an explanation, you've stepped out of obedience. So what can we do differently? How can we change our norm? 1, identify your season correctly. Are you in suffering like Job or instruction like Abraham? Because the response will be different. 2, stop forcing explanation. God did not explain Job's situation, and Job still had to trust him. 3, separate your need for comfort. You can be calm and still be uncomfortable. That's normal. That's normal. 4, return to the last instruction. What did God already tell you? That is still active. Do that. 5, execute one step immediately. Not perfectly, not emotionally ready, just obedient. So starting today, we shift. We stop asking God to explain everything. We stop delaying what's already clear. And we mature into this truth. God doesn't owe me an explanation, but I owe him obedience because I am not delayed. I am confirmed and I move now. Good night. And thank you for watching Purpose Wednesday. And I'll talk to you next week.